She's the #1 character in the game for PVE and the easiest character to cap ABL and ABX, no doubt. Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through a video about Summer Lilac Luna Snow, the best character in the game for PvE, ABL and ABX specific, but also really strong for World Boss Legend and GBR. I managed to master the character the last 2 months, I would say, and my score skyrockets from like 12 million to 15 million plus for ABL, actually cap, and for ABX from 17 million to 18 million plus. There is some things that you need to know, and I'm here to help you decide if you are going to buy this uniform after 1 year. There is no doubt she is the best, and I'm gonna show you how you're gonna make your Luna performing like she is the best, because I know a lot of people struggling. The build I have is really busted, but you need to understand that even if you have like less, not brilliant raids, but if you have just raids, you're gonna have similar results if you follow the specific rotation and the specific game plan I'm pulling out for ABX, ABL, but also for World Boss Legend. So we're gonna go through all three, but yes, let me show you first the build I have on here. But before we go through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know down below in the comments if you had the uniform last year or you're planning to get it right now. I know a lot of people from my Discord are planning to buy the uniform, and it's one of the most legit reasons to spend in this game if you want to be competitive into ABX and ABL. If you don't, there is other alternatives like Gwen, etc, etc, but yeah, nothing close to Luna. My stats looks like that. I have full Odin's Blessing, I have everything you need to have. 6-star artifact, I popped it out like 1 month ago or something. Brilliant raids, almost maxed, actually it is the maxed, and mythic uniform for my Luna. The game plan, difference between ABX, ABL and World Boss Legend, the rotation, it's really similar, but of course you need to know that also the best striker for her tier 4 is Ghost Rider. He is for the most, but I'm just mentioning it. The plan generally is to drop your skills, spam your skills actually really fast. 5 cancel, 4 cancel, 5 cancel, 4 cancel, 3 delay cancel on 3. You want to wait for like half a second, and after going through your second and your first skill, or your first skill and your second skill, depending on in which state it is the fight in the moment. So let's go and see how it looks like capping ABX with Luna. So this is the restrictions of speed type hero that you can use: Nick Fury and Fox. The best team to use here is with Nick Fury if you manage to have any artifact for him, his artifact 3-star, 4-star or whatever. If you don't have the artifact, Misty Knight still performs better than him. As you can see here, I'm trying to pull out as many as rotation I'm able to, and I'm starting the rotation with the 5th skill. For ABX specifically, you want to start with your 5th skill, because the fastest you're gonna do your 5th skill, you're gonna have it again, and you want to stack up as more as rotations into the fight in the first moment before the first roar. I'm telling that now for ABX, because for ABL that's not the case. For ABL, after you do your second rotation, Surtur jumps and you can't cast your skills. So it doesn't really matter if you are going to go through your rotation or not really fast for the first part of ABL. But for ABX, you want to do as more as you can. For the cancelling of the roar, I fast forward through it because I was talking, but you can see the beast is going to jump at the time 208 into the middle. You can see here, when the beast jumps, I'm doing 5 cancel tier. As you saw there, I did 5th skill, so I can charge my tier 4, and then I drop my tier 4 even if the beast was not doing the cancel, not doing the roar. You wanna press the Ghost Rider skill, the tier 4 skill, the moment the beast pops out this message that you can see, use the exposed weakness and stop the enchantment. And if you use that, your Ghost Rider is going to do the job after a while. You can see that he drops the fire at that moment. If you start doing your tier 4 skill after the beast starts casting the roar, you're not gonna be able to do the cancelling. And especially for Luna Snow, this is the only day, the only month actually that you don't have the actually have the cancel on your kit. So your cancelling for ABX is all about using Ghost Rider here or anyone else who has the burn, but as Ghost Rider is the best choice. Actually, he's not the best choice here. If you have Black Widow with a Mighty Energy or Brilliant Energy, Black Widow is the best striker specific for ABX. After here it's Ghost Rider, but I don't have Black Widow as tier 4. If you have here tier 4, yes, no doubt, Ghost Rider is the best. As you can see here, I managed to have exactly the same situation. I was having my tier 4 ready to drop. Another thing that you need to be careful is your tier 3 skill. As you can see, I'm not using my tier 3 skill immediately after the tier 3 skill is ready. And that's because your tier 3 skill damage comes after 2 to 3 seconds. So the smartest way to go is line up your proc into your 5 cancel 4 cancel 3 and put your tier 3 2 or 3 seconds before the rotation 5 cancel 4 cancel 3 delay cancel into the other skills. So if you see here, I'm waiting the beast to go into the middle, do my Ghost Rider. Here I'm waiting, and when my 5th skill is on 3-second cooldown, I'm casting my tier 3. The damage of tier 3 comes into the fight, as I told you, 2 or 3 seconds later. So you wanna line up your proc with your tier 3 and your 5 cancel 4 cancel 3 every single time. Of course, you want to drop your tier 4 there somewhere around. As you can see here, I already did the max score and I'm doing a bit more. This day is not the easiest way to go and do it. You know, the no restrictions day is the easiest. For no restrictions, I can do close to 9 million. And for the no restrictions day, the best way to go is Fox support and Cold Zone and Hair leadership. Yes, you don't need any leadership, you just need Cold Zone. Cold Zone is a huge buff for her because provides her guarding critical rate, which is the only thing missing from her kit. Because she doesn't have the guarding critical rate on her uniform or her passive skills, Cold Zone provides it and make your CTB of raids proc even more consistent and being there every single time so you can line up everything. In this situation with the speed type, you know, perhaps sometimes you see your damage goes really low, some other goes really high, but that has to do with the CTP of raids not hitting the criticals that you need to hit to go into the CTP of raids proc. So let's go into ABL, and ABL has way more things that you need to go through strategy stuff, you know, and pay attention way more than ABX, and when you have only to see the timing that beast is going to jump into the middle, you need to have your tier 4 skill. But as you spam your skills, you know, spam in the specific rotation, it's not actually spam. I was saying that this is a spam uniform, but it's not spam uniform. It's very specific what you need to do, but the moment you do, you have to worry only for beast in this situation. Only 3 moments that you need to pay attention a lot, and after that, just line your tier 3 with your rest of your skill set. But ABL, it's another thing totally. For ABL, I prefer not starting with my 5th skill. I'm starting most of the times with the 2nd skill because the 2nd skill hits and starts your CTP of energy faster. So your 5th skill and 4th skill, all damage lands into Surtur and also gives me a better way to use and utilize my character. Others start with the 5th skill, but as you can see here, even if your 5th skill is ready, you don't want to use it. You wanna wait, Surtur jumps into the middle, and the moment the letters that says about the cancelling pops out into the middle, then you go and start your rotation. You don't want to spend skills on the additional units around Surtur. You want to focus all your damage on Surtur. If Surtur is available, is into the iframe where he jumps into the middle, you don't want to hit any skill. You just run around and save your proc for the moment the letter message drops into the middle, and when the letter message drops into the middle means that Surtur is out of his iframe and he can get all the damage. For the first roar, doesn't really matter if you're gonna save your tier 3 and use it before. As I told you here, if you notice, I took the orb even if I didn't have my tier 3. Generally, for all ABL bosses, you wanna wait and get your Odin Force the moment you have ready your tier 3. So the very next tier 3 skill you're gonna cast, it's gonna be inside the Odin's Might buff. So every single time you wanna land 2 tier 3 skills and your rotation inside the Odin's Might. But in Luna situation, you don't really care about that because your tier 3 damage comes after 2 or 3 seconds. So if you just spam your skills, the 2-3 seconds delay on your tier 3 lands into the boss even if you don't know it and you can't actually see it. But you need to trust me, and yes, I wasn't able to perform and do that until very soon. It's like 1 or 2 weeks ago the recording I have done, and before I wasn't able to pull out these scores. Here, as you can see, I'm already at 11 million score without being into the last phase. We have also 10 seconds before we go into the last phase, and this run could be even better if I hadn't lose any proc on here. You can see here I was mistakenly picking up the Odin Force again. I couldn't remember that I have done that 2 times into my runs. So this run could be way better. This run could be way better, but that's the case with Luna, you know. Sometimes everything lines up, everything is perfect. Some other times your proc doesn't work, your damage is lower than it should be. And here, as you can see, I'm using also Misty Knight and Fox. Misty Knight and Fox is the best to use for the human day, the human female day that you need to play with Luna, or the speed hero day. Generally speaking, as I told you, the really hot moments is to have your tier 3 2 times inside the Odin Force buff, and also do not spend your skills into the very beginning here. You can see after I did my skills, I have 2.3 million damage. I'm saving my skills. I could use my skills and kill the additional units, but I didn't did it. I didn't did it because if you do that, you're gonna get a bit of a score, but in the same time, you're gonna spend your proc into the additional units, and you wanna spend your procs only on Surtur. So the moment Surtur pops out this message, I'm starting doing my rotation. You see, there is the text there, and I have already pressed 5 cancel, 4 cancel, 3 delay cancel into my first skill, second skill, and then I'm going into the tier 3. Here I'm using my tier 3 a bit faster than usual because I know Surtur is going to jump out. You can see here, you can utilize your second skill. Your second skill, it's a really good tool to utilize it when you know that Surtur is gonna charge out of the place you are and DPSing him. So I knew Surtur is charging from that way, so I pressed the second skill and I went with my character there and waiting Surtur to come, and then I can do damage. If you saw there in the moment that he was starting to doing the charging, I went with my second skill from the direction I want him to go. So I want Surtur to come here. I was waiting him. Now I can go and avoid some things that he's dropping. The second skill, let your character run around, but your first skill also doing a half circle to circle boss and avoid all the hits he's dropping. Avoiding hits from boss is not gonna save you 100%, but gonna provide you a better and more consistent score, and you don't have to, you know, lose some score and try to get it back. So yeah, why not using the second and the first and avoid? That's it for ABL 2, and yes guys, took me almost 1 year to manage to do this kind of stuff, you know. Even if you have the perfect you know, account, it's really hard to hit the caps, the 18 million and the 15 million. But yeah, last 2 months I consistently hit that, even if it's not the no restriction day. The no restriction day is something I'm capping more than 6 months. But it's the thing that I told you with Coulson. Coulson as a support means your Luna is way more consistent and doing damage every single time, proccing her rates every single time, easy peasy. So after the two ABX and ABL, you know, where it's, you know, the place for Luna, C is the only character I am capping consistent, and I have a really fat account, you know. I don't have brilliant on every single character, but I have on the characters that have the most days of ABL and ABX, and these characters can cap. I can't cap yet. So you need to understand that Luna is noob friendly from one point of view. Here what I'm doing, I'm playing Black Swan, I'm using Sentry's lead, and I'm playing with my Luna. The plan with Black Swan, actually Luna Snow, it's one of the characters that you don't need to swap into other characters to go and clear Black Swan. Generally, my plan is to go and swap between characters, doing some damage with one, swapping into the other. But with Luna Snow, because her tier 3 is doing the thing that I told you, that the damage pops out later on, you can actually take advantage of it and hit her, start your rotation inside the shield and having extra damage after the shield goes off. As you can see here, it states 20 of Black Swan. I have clear until 29 with Luna mostly. I did a video the other day, a couple of weeks ago actually. I was clearing 29 with her, but as a second character. The first character was Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is also real strong, but here I'm using him as a striker. Luna Snow has, you know, helped me a ton last year. I have progressed all World Boss Legend after I get here. I have progressed all World Boss Legend. I have go like crazy like this. And C is way better than the second best option of speed types, which for World Boss Legend I would say it's Miles Morales. Miles Morales is also consistent, but Luna Snow, it's really easy to play. The second and skill and first skill provides here this movement I was explaining before on ABL, and that makes here really easy to avoid anything that's going to kill you through World Boss Legend. You know, all these lasers, all these purple attacks. With Luna, you press your second skill and you run around and you can avoid really easy everything. As you can see here, my Luna is able to clear stage 20 and I have more than 2.5 seconds, 2.5 minutes left. Of course, I'm not gonna clear it now, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna take me some more time. I thought it was already done, but yeah, she managed to pull me into the shield before I, you know, fast DPS here. Luna Snow has the burst, has the overtime, has every type of damage you need to go through World Boss Legend, and as you saw there, I'm able to cap ABL and ABX with her, and she's the only character that provides me that in my account. The second best doing that on my account, let's say, is Wanda, but Wanda is a character that can't be used that many times for ABL and ABX. You need to consider that Luna Snow is the #1 ABX and ABL character, not only because she's capping, but she's everywhere. All the restrictions for ABL and ABX, you know, 30% of the restrictions writes Luna Snow on the top of the name, you know, as the meta character to use. And the no restrictions day for both ABX and ABL, she is the most consistent and easier to go for. ABX 100% I would vote for Luna. Even if I can cap with multiple other characters, Luna is the easiest cap I have. I can do it with Gladiator Mighty Raids, I can do it with Jean Mighty Raids, but Luna, it's easy peasy. And for ABL, she's the only I have ever capped actually. I have been really close with Wanda, 14.7 I think, but Luna is the only I can cap on her day and the no restriction day out of nowhere, you know, when I can't actually cap with any other character, I mean. So the truth is that I didn't actually compare the character with the other characters you can go and compare with, and I have all of them tier 4 actually, except Black Widow. I have all the others, you know, Shadow Cell, Gwen, but Gwen and Shadow Cell, guys, it's really way back in damage compared to Luna. We're talking about my best score ever with Gwen for ABL was like 10.5, 11. When I had Gwen, you know, with brilliant raids, and I was going wild on here. But yeah, at the moment I took Luna Snow, I was easily doing the 12 million that you get the maximum reward, and after 1 year I have built the 15 million cap easy peasy. So everyone can do it if I can do it with my slow fingers. So let me know down below in the comments, what are you going to do with this hot girl? She is the best and she keeps being the best. There is no other character doing what she's doing. This is your opportunity. 1 year ago, if you skip here, I'm sure you regret it already and you're thinking to buy here now. If you are not a fan of ABL and ABX and you are not going to be competitive or whatever, yeah, you can skip here. But you need to consider that other than being competitive on ABX and ABL, getting these 50 tier 4 materials, the days that she's able to be used, it's like 150 to 200 per week. So why not getting all the tokens from ABX, you know, she can provide you the 12 million you look for, even with the raids, normal raids. The 12 million for ABL normal raids is doable. For ABX 15 million is doable. There is no doubt if I can do 15, you can do way more. That was it for now. Hope I helped you decide if you're gonna buy or not here. Hope I helped you cap ABX and ABL with my guide, you know. That's something that a lot of people pushed me to do on live streams, you know. They helped me, everyone from Bob Sarges, C-Mac, from 88 Mele, from Masih Mikir. He is telling me rotations for Luna like 1 year now, and I couldn't understand, but yeah, finally I can pull it myself. Thank you all for pushing me doing more score. I hope I helped you, the others that you didn't, that you can't score, and you know, pass the knowledge to people thinking to buy or not Luna Snow. See you into the next. Kisses in your faces.